It has only been a few days since Solo Leveling Episode 5 dropped, and fans are still reeling from the intense cliffhanger. If you're eager for a quick peek of the showdown between the hunters and the mighty Kargalgan, welcome to Rapid Manga. The hunters finally reached the boss room, realizing they had no choice but to clear the dungeon once and for all. But before they could act, Kargalgan unleashed a wave of fear, paralyzing them with sheer intimidation. Hunter Ki-hoon demanded to know why Kargalgan had taken them prisoner instead of killing them outright in the last episode. The orc leader simply smirked. It was all for his amusement. He planned to execute them one by one for his soldiers' entertainment. Yet, even Kargalgan couldn't ignore the strange presence of one hunter, Sung Jinwoo. Hunter Ki-hoon, determined to fight, charged ahead. But as he rushed forward, he realized no one else had moved. They were all frozen in fear. Undeterred, he swung his blade, only for Kargalgan to casually block it with a spell. The orc leader then lifted him into the air with levitation magic and slammed him into the ground again and again, just to instill more terror in the humans. But Jinwoo had seen enough. Moving in an instant, he snatched Ki-hoon from midair and spoke to him. He asked for permission to take down the beast, demonstrating his power by effortlessly lifting an orc and smashing it against the ceiling. Ki-hoon had no reason to refuse. With a smirk, Jinwoo taunted Kargalgan, calling it a terrible matchup for him before summoning his shadow soldiers. Meanwhile, outside the dungeon, Woo Jin-chul and his surveillance team arrived. Before stepping in, he felt an ominous presence. Checking his readings, he saw something shocking. This gate, at its absolute highest, should have been classified as rank A. At the same time, Hunter Cha entered the gate, immediately spotting the lifeless orcs near the entrance. Back inside the boss room, Kargalgan scoffed at Jinwoo's small army, underestimating him. But Jinwoo activated Monarch's domain, instantly strengthening his shadows. The other hunters stood in awe, witnessing his true power for the first time. Kargalgan commanded his orcs to attack, but Jinwoo's elite soldiers, Iron and Igris, led a ruthless assault, cutting down countless orcs in seconds. Jinwoo himself joined the battle, cutting through enemies with ease. But Kargalgan didn't just stand by. He unleashed his own devastating magic, obliterating Jinwoo's shadow soldiers. "You'll run out of mana before you defeat my army," he sneered. Jinwoo simply smiled. "You'll die first." As their battle intensified, Kargalgan unleashed him of blazing fire, scorching through Jinwoo's forces. Yet Jinwoo remained unfazed. With a casual motion, he took out a potion and drank it, instantly replenishing his mana. Then, before Kargalgan's eyes, he resurrected the fallen orcs, turning them into his own shadow soldiers. A horrifying realization struck the orc leader. Unable to hold back any longer, Kargalgan rose from his throne and entered the battle himself. Jinwoo's shadows continued, cutting down the High Orcs one by one, but just as the other hunters tried to assist, Kargalgan placed a curse on them, preventing their intervention. He attempted the same on Jinwoo, only to fail. His resistance was absolute. Seizing the moment, Jinwoo equipped his mage soldier with the Orb of Avarice, using its powerful attack to shatter Kargalgan's defenses. Just then, Hunter Cha arrived and stood frozen, unable to believe what she was witnessing. Furious, Kargalgan unleashed a flurry of spells, transforming into a giant and stomping on Jinwoo's shadows. He exhaled a devastating breath of fire, but Jinwoo dodged with ease, leaping onto Kargalgan's face and stabbing him in the eye. His daggers didn't deal enough damage, so he relied on brute strength instead, pummeling the orc leader into the ground. Now, crawling and weakened, Kargalgan looked up at Jinwoo, who now commanded his former orc warriors as shadows. Betrayed by his own, the final blow was delivered by those who once served him. The moment Kargalgan's life faded, Jinwoo wasted no time. He immediately activated shadow extraction, ensuring that even in death, the orc leader would serve him.